Welcome to Walking in Wisdom. This channel is dedicated to global Nollywood lovers who know character matters. Our videos will highlight movies that showcase the character's good or bad qualities and provide tips for those who desire to level up and improve. Welcome to Walking in Wisdom. This channel is dedicated to global Nollywood lovers who know character matters. Our videos will highlight movies that showcase the character's good or bad qualities and provide tips for those who desire to level up and improve.
Absolutely. So, welcome, family, to our very first episode of Walking in Wisdom. And this channel, as a leadership coach and a huge fan of Nollywood, is dedicated to my esteemed Nollywood global family who are women and men of faith who believe that character matters and it's important that we live and work and play with a level of ethics and character. And we can certainly see this by our very own Queen Sosoliso herself. Family, I'm a leadership coach and business strategist. And in seeing and being a fan of Nollywood for the past 4 or 5 years, it was so important to me to get into not so much the gist of Nollywood, but to step in as some of the other just commentators are doing, including shout out to Brother Chideke as well as Sister Tessie Mark with their wonderful contribution, including Mary, I believe, Ududiche. And if I butchered your names, family, I do apologize. But I love the work that you do. And I believe we can take it a step further just by using this platform as a supplemental learning tool. So, again, since this is about highlighting and looking at the brand that of Sonia Uche and really Nancy Uche and her wonderful daughters in terms of what they do in the world of business and how they handle and conduct themselves, because again, character matters. So if you have not subscribed to Sonia Uche TV, right here you can see she's at 8:58. Please be sure to do so. In addition to that, some of her latest movies, if you have not viewed, we still have A Hard Place is showing. And then we have indeed some of her other descriptions here. I love her movie with Destiny Utike, um, um, with Destiny Itiko, Love Trap. It was funny, well played. I love Sonia Uche playing this character. This character really deserved her own series indeed. And then today's topic, we're going to look into a Lioness Heart and a Lioness Heart 2. I'm not sure if this movie is an older movie because everyone looks a little bit younger, but please be sure to correct me if I'm wrong. But I love this movie, so it's worth going to it, part one and part two, and we can certainly increase the viewership because once again, a very stellar performance indeed. And as part of my coaching practice, I look at movies, Nollywood, Hollywood, Bollywood, and really make a determination of what's being presented to the world. And depending on the negativity of the movie, it's turned off. If it's positive and it's giving a lesson, teaching us a lesson, those the stories I pay attention to. And shout out to all of the Nollywood producers, Ruth Kaderi, Uchenna Mubano, Nancy Uche herself, Chinibebe, and so many others, including Sonia Uche TV, that are bringing positive stories. Um, we know that Hollywood Western media have dominated for so long, and the stories have certainly weakened. Even the faith-based stories have really become detrimental to society at large. So I would say if we're looking to use Nollywood to grow and build, using the formula that was based on Hollywood is certainly not recommended, but that's just my 2 cents. But today I would like to take some time to consider a Lioness Heart. A couple of days ago, Sonia Uche made a comment, a posting in terms that she has this, she got this. And part of the commentary that she made is that she has strong women in her family, and in having strong women in her family, she certainly has this. right? And she has shown time and time again that she's a woman of faith, a woman that operates in character. And some people say she's a silent assassin. She moves quietly with dignity, a level of respect. She's well respected by her colleagues and loved by her colleagues, but it's all about business, no flash whatsoever. And this takes me to the movie A Lioness Heart. And you could have easily named this movie A Lioness and Her Cub, right? Because what Ola Daniels did, and shout out to her in this movie, was indeed play a lioness without the lion being present. And there's a whole storyline behind that. I do not want to spoil it for you. And being raised by another strong woman, the cub, played by Sonia Uche, the lioness cub, went to school, educated. Her mother devoted her time, money, and resources to ensure that she was well educated. And she and her mom was very, very close indeed. And with that closeness, she showed her cub, just like a real lioness would show her cub how to survive in their society, in the forest, in the wilderness, how to identify the enemy from far. And sometimes roaring and growling will bring the enemy closer. So sometimes it's the season. Colossians calls us, I believe, 5 in the book of Colossians in the Bible. It tells us a seasonal conversation with salt. Sometimes our response and a conversation does not have to have so much energy in it that it's negative indeed. So I will certainly recommend that you view this video and listen to the advice from her mom in terms of how to speak and allowing the spirit of discernment allow her to make certain decisions and to responding accordingly. And so she learned a lot from her mom in this movie. And as a result of this, based on her faithfulness, she was able to certainly move forward and get the job done. So I would recommend certainly A Lioness Heart. It has 420K views in 3 days. I've also looked at part two. Lovely movie, great lessons on character, how to navigate with wisdom. And this particular platform is called So Walking in Wisdom. And the goal ultimately is to showcase not only in real life, but showcase in movies, art imitation, imitating real life, showcase how to walk in grace, how to cultivate good character, and understand that it does matter and that long term it will certainly be more beneficial to you as you grow in grace. So, family, I would like to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my golden nuggets and my faith based on Nollywood movies because we do have actors um, and actresses that are people of faith in Nollywood and bringing your stories from the East to all over the world, including the West and the Caribbean. So it's important that we take those lessons and we learn and grow from it. And again, while I would recommend all of Sonia Uche's movies, she certainly know how to pick them, how to portray each character, certainly believable. Again, if you have not subscribed or have not looked at any of her movies, including A Hard Place, another great lesson to be learned, a lesson on how to walk away in grace. As women, we need to know how to do so. This was a very important lesson as well. We certainly encourage you to not just view these movies, and kudos to the writers as well, but to not only view the movies and hit a thumbs up, understand the message in the movies, understand the complexity of the characters and what they're attempting to portray. And if it's something that you can learn and adopt, really, these are free coaching tips for you to learn, grow, and upskill, level up, and build some level of brand alignment. This is where you're able to align an image, your social media image, with indeed your your identity. So go ahead, look at a movie, learn from it, listen, do the work, and get the job done, because she is certainly showing us how to walk in grace and how to be indeed a woman of faith. Thank you so much for listening. Character does matter. Until the next video, shalom.